Hey everyone, it's Adam Bombati, and today I'm going to show you how to make feathers using hot glue. So I used this technique for my Nevermore Reaper feathers because I needed something that looked more cartoony, less realistic, and something that wouldn't fall apart easily. And I also couldn't find colors like what I was looking for. So let's get to it. So these are going to be the main supplies that you're going to need. You're going to need parchment paper. You're going to need a template of some sort. I printed this one out, but you could make your own. Of course, the glue gun with glue gun sticks and acrylic paints for when you're finished. You're also going to need kebab sticks, which you can find at any grocery store, or if you can't find them for some reason, most craft stores or hardware stores will have thin wooden dowels. You're going to use these parts for the middle of the feather, the vein. So first, what you're going to want to do is place your feather template underneath the parchment paper, and you're also going to want to take one of the sticks and pick which feather you're going to end up starting with, line it up, and then you're going to want to trim it to where you want it to end. So I already have one done, so I'm going to place it like so. So then once your heat gun is warmed up, you're going to want to go one stroke at a time. So you're going to mimic how feathers work. Granted, a lot of the times the glue will be so hot it'll kind of mesh together, but if you can keep that one stroke at a time look, it's gonna help that much more. And very important, make sure that you start off with the base of the stick, otherwise you're not gonna get the vein in. So I'm gonna do strokes that are, well, on my case it's gonna be downward, but probably would be easiest for you guys if you switch this. I have this in this angle just for the sake of seeing, but I'm just taking one glue line at a time. And it doesn't have to be perfect because feathers aren't perfect, they're all different. Now that we've done one side, we're going to go ahead and do the exact same thing to the other side. Let me get another stick here. They actually have colored glue sticks. I haven't personally worked with them yet, so I can't vouch for how effective they are. But it might be an option for you if you want to skip the painting process. And there we go. So now we're going to give it a couple minutes to cool off. You definitely don't want to pull the feather off right away. Give it time to cool. So after you've given it a couple minutes, and it really doesn't take that long, you can slowly peel the feather right off of the parchment paper. Like so. And because it's glue gun, there are going to be strings, so make sure you cut those. It's still kind of warm to the touch, so I would wait till it's a little cooler before you start painting it. So it doesn't look quite like much yet, but once we paint it, that's when you start to get the effects like this. Don't mind the duct tape. But you can paint, the only thing is the back is going to be the flat part because we have this on parchment paper. So this is mostly going to be for things that you just want to show off on one side. So now I'm going to go ahead and start painting the feather. For me, it takes about 3 coats of paint to completely cover the feather. Now, just for fun, I'm gonna start with like a burgundy color as my base coat, and then later on I'm gonna go in and add some brighter red highlights. But you can, that's the great part about making your own feathers, is you can make them whatever you want, whatever color. And don't forget to do the back side as well. When you're painting this, try to do brush strokes in the same direction that you did the glue gun strokes. So these are all slightly angled upwards. Nice thing about acrylics is it dries pretty quickly, so you can keep going on with the layers. Don't forget to also paint the stick, but you can save that for last. I'm only gonna do one side of the feather just for the sake of this video. But alright, I think that's good. That looks like it might be a thick enough layer. I'll let it dry a little bit and then we will add some highlights to that. So yeah, this ended up being the finished product. Of course I didn't do the back, but with the front you can see it has the base is kind of like a burgundy, but I did take a lighter red and added some brush strokes with a chip brush and in the same upward angle so that it adds some texture to it. But I would honestly recommend doing at least 3 different shades of the color you're planning on using just to give it more depth. The more shades you use, the more realistic it's gonna look. And there you have it. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you found it useful, please hit that like button and even better, hit subscribe. I plan on having more tutorial cosplay videos out in the future, and if you have any ideas on things you'd like to see, just let me know in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out.